Hey Internet, it's Yasu. I'm a cinematographer and gaffer, and today we are watching animatics from the Wisdom Saga for the first time. Thank you to all you guys who suggested stuff in the comments. It really helped my journey. And of course, if you can leave some for the Vengeance Saga, that would be spectacular, and I'd appreciate it more than you'd imagine. Anyways, now the first one, Legendary, is by Box, and I'm looking forward to see what they do for this one. Thank you for telling me of 7 years. I always get confused.
It's just me, myself, and I. Stuck in my bedroom, living in this world you left behind. Dreaming of all these monsters that I'll never get to fight.
Well, that's kind of sick.
Boy, I wish I could, so I could bring the world some light. Cause I'm stuck with your story.
That's so cool.
No clue who you are. And no idea if you're dead or just too far. Somebody tell me.
Whoa. Is that Argos? Oh, he's so cute. And that's even cuter, oh my gosh. Clench, yeah, woo!
Give me sirens and a cyclops. Give me giants and a hydra. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary.
That was beautiful. Oh my god. Shot variety is insane. Like, we start off with a bunch of wides, establishing shots, right? Because you gotta show this is Ithaca, not just some random boy singing about some guy he doesn't know. And then we have kind of like a pseudo tilt up. There's no actual movement, but you go from the lap up to Telemachus. Then we got a low angle looking up, and then this scene, dude, having the like happy either way, having this banner thing. You show Odysseus' journey. These are the stories that he's been hearing. I love that. It's good detail. And then this shot, the match cut from Odysseus, it blurs to Telemachus. That is genius, Box. I love that.
I'll fight the harpies and chimera's. The minutes are even Cerberus. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. There are strangers in our halls, trying to win the heart of my mom, but she is standing tall. 108 old faces of men who call me small. They keep taking space and it's not much longer we can stall. Cause they're getting impatient, dangerous too.
Ooh, a good rack focus. Hell yeah, man.
Somebody help me, come and give me the strength.
Ooh, Athena. That's cool detail. Foreshadowing. Ooh, nice. I love it.
So then, give me sirens and a cyclops. Give me giants and a hydra. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. I'll fight the harpies and chimeras.
Ooh. That's so sick, man. Oh my god. That is so good, man. Oh my gosh. Wow, there's so much good stuff here. It's so great, dude. I love the use of having this scene here, having so much depth to it. Right. Gives the illusion that they're moving, having the pillars in the foreground and the I think these are tapestries now. Either way, having Telemachus and Argos in the middle gives good depth field. Plus, having him go behind the pillars. It's called a crossing because something's crossing the film. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I'm mansplaining that. Not important. I love it. It's a beautiful technique. And then, of course, having Antinius here being so much taller than everyone, he is on that third line, right? So usually that's where we want to place the speaker in film terms, right? You don't want to have too much headroom. That just feels a little awkward. But here we have Antinius on this third line. Well, throughout this entire thing, more or less, Raybox has had Telemachus off that third line, giving him a lot of head. Now, I interpret that as being like, hey, he is not on that line yet because he is not in the mindset that he could be. Like, that's the whole point of the songs. He is not who he wants to be, kind of a thing. So having him off that third line kind of gives that same feeling. And then, of course, the rack focus here was beautiful, going from Telemachus to the swords. Spectacular. And this is such a cool sequence, dude. Having them basically like reenact what's going on in the song with clouds in the background, giving an illusion with an A, not an I, to what's acting as.
No life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. Where is he? Where is the man who loved you to wife? Oh, oh, oh. Where is he? Where the man with whom you'll spend your life, 'cause it's been 20 years, and we still have no king. Give me a chance, a single opportunity, and I'll overcome these obstacles and scrutiny. And boy,
Ooh.
when's your tramp of a mother gonna choose a new husband? Oh, why don't you open her room so we can have fun with her? Don't you dare call my mother a tramp. Oh, I just did. What you gonna do about it, champ? Somebody tell me, come and give me a sign. If I fight this monster, is it you I'll find?
That's so good. That was so good. I love the color
Boy,
switch here of the ones in the back going from a lighter blue to a darker blue. Kind of show it's a darker feeling, obviously. That's an obvious thing, but it's pretty sick. Could also show fear too, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. I don't- I love the use of height as a power dynamic. Like almost all of Antinius' shots have him super high in the frame, basically on that third line the entire time. He has no headroom at the top. It's great. While Telemachus here, right, he almost never has the same amount of headroom that Antinius has. So it gives a good power dynamic that, like, yeah, Antinius is the one in control here. And it literally makes Telemachus feel small. And I love it. Next on the list, we got Little Wolf once again by Duveba.
fight, little wolf, fight. Wanna entertain me? Bite, little wolf, bite. Let's see how you take this. Strike, little wolf, strike. Wanna be a man then? Fight, little wolf, fight, little wolf, fight. You've made your worst mistake here. Might be your last one too. You'll have run out of bones to break when you and I are through. I'll teach you all the lessons your daddy never could.
That's
This
sick.
cruel world doesn't give out presents just for being good. So fight, little wolf, fight. Wanna entertain me? Bite, little wolf, bite. Let's see how you take this. Strike, little wolf, strike. Wanna be a man? Then fight, little wolf, fight, little wolf, fight. What? Die, little wolf, die. Don't you know it's vital? Fly, little wolf, fly. Or because you had to. Try, little wolf, try. Run away before you. Die, little wolf, die, little wolf, die.
That was so sick. Oh my gosh, that was so sick. Telemachus' punches look so wimp. Like this, like the slow, it kind of gives the feeling that, like, yeah, this is he doesn't know what he's doing. They feel like they don't have the impact, which is one thing I'm always concerned about Little Wolf animations. Is I'm scared that they're gonna have no impact to the hits. Like these hits don't feel like they have power, which is, I was kind of concerned. No offense, I was kind of concerned about this here because like they felt slow. But later on, dude, when Antinous was punching him in the POV, like look at these shots. These ones have impact. They're fast. These have feeling, and I love that. But no, having Telemachus's punches feel weak and slow was on purpose and not just in an animation error. I love that. That's so good. This frame is so intimidating. Like, Continuous looks strange, and I love it.
Need some help?
Ooh, that's kind of sick.
What's going on here?
Is your plan to stand around? Cause I suggest you fight back.
I don't know how.
Uppercut him, now.
Ooh.
How did I do that?
That's so
Is
good.
I'm now moving slow.
No, I just made your thoughts quick.
Oh, that is so sick.
Alright now, let's try this again. I've no respect for bullies, those who impose their will. I've seen plenty enough to truly understand this kind of filth. Let's teach this dog a
That was so sick.
lesson. In front of all his kind, one young wolf has a larger heart than all these men combined.
Pause that a little late. I was so distracted. I saw the deranged Antinius look, and I was just got distracted. Anyways, that was such a cool like fade away of the helmet here. It folds away into the hair, which looks beautiful. Honestly, I've yet to find an Athena design that I dislike. Every animator cooks with their Athena design. I don't have a lot of comment in this section. There's a lot of single shots of each of them. There's a two shot over the shoulder, obviously, but I mean, it's very simple just because it's a simple dialogue. But by no means is it bad. God, man, they can't make me hate Intinius, dude. Well, I mean, they can. The fade out from of the blue from the quick shot to back to the normal color scheme is beautiful.
Fight, little wolf, fight. Show them that you've got some fight. Little wolf, fight. Take advantage now and strike. Little wolf, strike. Don't go down without a fight. Little wolf, fight. Little wolf, get up and fight. Oh man, I
Yeah,
pushed you a bit too hard.
yeah, agreed, agreed.
Ow.
Ooh.
Go back and cry in your corner. Make sure your mother hears. If she won't choose a man to adorn her, will bring blood and tears.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't pause yet. That was this section.
Tell me, Athena, why you came to my aid.
That was great. Something I was thinking when I was watching the Suffering animatic, I don't remember if I said it or not, is that sometimes I get a little sick seeing so many quick shots going back and forth. But this one happens a lot. It makes sense here, right? This is a fight scene. It's supposed to feel dynamic. When we go from a close up, we follow the fist down to Telemachus, and it's dynamic. It feels lively. It feels chaotic, and we feel like we're in the moment with them. And it's great. Also, the use of impact frames is beautiful. I haven't mentioned that yet. There's been a good chunk of them, and they work. Sometimes, like with One Piece recently, so many impact frames have been put in that point where these kind of lose meaning. But Duvet Box has a good chunk of them here that matter, right? They add impact without being too over the top, and I love that. Also, the use of having blood not actually be red is great. I feel like red would be it'd look nice, but it may be too overpowering. It might take away from the scene too much. So I like the use of having the black blood. It looks gooey, which is spectacular. And a good attention to detail here, him wiping the blood off on the walls is great. Honestly, it was spectacular. And then for Will Be Fine, we have GG again. Oh, he's just doing what should have been done and having this. I get why it's there, but
Tell me, Athena, why you
it's
came
not.
to
It
my
feels so
aid.
weird at the end of the Little Wolf.
I had a friend before and he was a lot like you. I helped him fight through war, but he had his demons too. And then we grew apart. Then his light went dark. And so I thought maybe if I'd made a different call, maybe if I hadn't missed it all, maybe he'd be fine. Maybe we'd unwind. Maybe if I help another soul, maybe if I helped you reach your goal, life could be that bright. I could sleep at night.
Ooh.
Athena, I don't know who your friend is.
That was great, man. Once again, another amazing Athena design. Like using the I don't know what you'd call this. I'm gonna give it a term. The God space. There we go. Using the God space to create these images of what happened. Spectacular. It's a good visual. I love it. And then having a in the background being out of focus helps to draw the eye to that scene. Having Athena look at the tapestry of Odysseus is beautiful. I mean, come on, Telemachus. How stupid are you? And having her so much taller than Telemachus is even better. I mentioned this in the last one, right? Where the rule of thirds. Sorry. Usually, I don't have to do this because people put them in frame. But since Gigi put Athena being so tall and out of frame, I gotta change my little scene real quick. Either way, Athena is so high up, and Telemachus is so far down. He's still off that thirds line, making him feel so small compared to Jesus God. It's spectacular. And then she bends down onto the thirds line, which is pretty damn great.
Athena. I don't know who your friend is.
Ooh,
I
that
don't
was a
know what
good
he's
whip
like,
hand up.
but my
Well,
time with
whip
you's been
tilts.
splendid.
Yeah, who
The best
cares?
day of my life, cause I got in a fight and I didn't die. I've never felt strong before. You're my friend, I couldn't ask for more. And so I think maybe if life wasn't spent as planned, maybe it's time that you lend a hand. I don't think he'll mind. If not his friend, then
No!
mine. Maybe to
That was
follow
pretty
is
great.
to learn one way. Maybe it's
He
not
literally just
gonna
fell.
turn out
And like the
great.
line?
I know we'll
Welcome
be fine.
back.
I know it's light you'll find.
You're a good kid.
Thanks.
Wait a second. Was that supposed to mimic the high five that Athena didn't do back in Warrior of the Mind and the Merchie animation? I hope so. That's great. Honestly, this is beautiful. I need to see. This is a whip tilt, I think, right? Because we go from him up, yeah, up to the top. So a whip hand is when a whip tilt in this case is when the camera moves so quick that you can usually hide a cut in it, and that was beautiful. But once again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Look at that. Look what here's. Ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Highlights. They're back because Telemachus is being hopeful. Its true soul is showing, and it's spectacular. And of course, the classic GG spin shot. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, he did learn how to do a 180 real quick. He got up on the lens facing away from Athena, and now he's picking up. Maybe he's just really good at doing spins. Who knows? Oh, huh? That's a little weird. That's a little bizarre. Hey, Gigi, if you're watching this, could you just like pan around Telemachus and move him down a little bit? I'm not gonna complain because again, it's one frame and it's spectacular. I think that's what you did. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It is an animatic at the end of the day. It's not a full blown animation, so I could care less. Anyways, beautiful spin shot. We got some editor, some circles up there. We got some bouquet from the light, give a nice flare effect. I love that. And then guess what comes back a second time? Eye lights. Eye lights. How many times am I gonna talk about eye lights in this series until people learn how beautiful they are and how important they are to a film or animation in this case? And then for this one, Love in Paradise, it is by now for this next one, we're doing Love in Paradise by wrong scene by Noir Hyacinth. Let's see what they do.
Old
It's another great
it's been
theme
10
design.
years
I
since
love
I
it.
last saw you.
Ooh,
Remember
ooh,
me.
that's kind of sick.
I am the infamous Odysseus.
Let's see where you've been. Keep your hands
Ooh,
on
that's
the ceiling.
ooh, that's a cool visual. Oh my.
This is mercy upon the
On
sin.
the wrong move and you're done for. Anything I
Song of past romance. I see the we won't take more suffering from you.
drown in your sorrow and fears.
Captain?
I have to see her.
But
Well done,
why?
Mike.
I know.
Odysseus, where did you go?
Ooh, that was a good visual. I love the use of okay, I'm gonna sound like a nerd. Scrying portal here. So in kind of like what Athena's using to show the past, and then us fading from that to the scene is beautiful. And then when we do it again, we have a clock. But every scene that is there goes to the time. So it starts at 6 and ends at 12 when it's Calypso's island. I mean, some random person's island that's beautiful. Wood. And you see that? Once again, highlights. You're like just trying to be hopeful and Odysseus already lost all hope with this. It's beautiful, spectacular even. It's good visual nonetheless. So I wonder who it could be on this tropical island in the middle of nowhere.
Morning, sleepyhead, you've been resting for
A good
a
POV shot,
while.
obviously.
Swore that you were dead when you washed up on my isle. Did you know you talk in your sleep? Tell me though, who's Penelope?
She she's my wife.
Anyways, I've got all you could want here, all you could need here. Just you and me, my dear, my love for life. Soon into bed we'll climb and spend our time.
I'm not your man.
I'm what you want here, I'm what you need here. Just you and me, my love in paradise. Now till the end of time. From here on out, you're mine. All
Hell
mine.
no, I could kill you where you stand. I'm no pet, I'm a married man.
Oh, handsome, you may try, but last I checked, goddesses can't die.
Goddess.
You're adorable. Bow down now to the immortal Calypso, here to entertain. But fear not, I bring no pain. Cause we got all we could want here, all we could need here. Under my spell, we're stuck in paradise. No one can come or go. My island stays unknown.
No, no, I don't belong here. There's something wrong here. I won't be drawn to love in paradise. Not till the end of time. There is no way.
You're mine, all mine.
I was vibing too hard. That was beautiful. Hand shot. And then a POV from Calypso is spectacular. Honestly, just straight vibes, man. And then the moment that Odysseus hears that he can't leave, suddenly the colors start to tug into more like a dark pink versus the lighter pink over here. Great. I think even the yellows are darker too, I think. That's great. And having the visual of like she is trapping him for some unknown amount of time. Who knows? If only the song could tell me in a minute or two. But no, it's good symbolism there. Let's see how long she's kept you trapped out of your control.
7 years she's
Oh,
kept
thank
you
you.
trapped out of your control. Time can take a heavy toll. Odysseus?
All I hear are screams.
Odie, get away from the ledge.
You don't know what I've gone through. You don't know what I've sacrificed. Every comrade I long knew. Every friend, I saw them die. And all I hear are
It will be fine,
screams.
dear. Come back inside, dear. Love of my life, come back to paradise. I know your life's been hard. I'll stay inside your heart.
All I hear are
I love
screams.
you, my dear. I love our time here. Life would be so much
Just
worse
let
if
me
you
close
had
my
died. Please stay
eyes.
away from harm. Stay in my open
All I
arms. He needs my help.
That's so good. Then there's some clock ticking again, but that's so good. So of course we got another beautiful rack focus from Calypso in the cave to Odysseus on the ledge. Subtle but spectacular. Odysseus has a beard. Thank you. Again, continuity speaking, I don't think he'd be shaving on this island. So it's a beautiful detail that he's got a beard. I love that. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That's wrong thing. Wrong thing. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Look at the eyes. Do you see what I see? Is it an eye light? Oh, I think it is. You know, his eyes get clouded. He's no longer hopeful. He's lost all hope. It's beautiful. Good. I love eye lights. And then the POV shot of Calypso. And then he goes to his wife, his beautiful wife, Penelope. Is spectacular. I love that visual. Having each of them pass in front of the camera while we slowly zoom in on Odysseus is spectacular. I love that. And then to end it off, we got God Games by Neil Illustrator. I think the Epic community may like Neil stuff. I don't know.
Father, God King,
Ooh.
rarely do I ask for favors. Now I'm knocking on your door with hopes to save a friendship with one who's a prisoner far from home. Odysseus.
Divine intervention. Is that what you seek? To untie
Oh, there's my boy.
that were placed on that Greek. You are playing with thunder for a man full of shame. But if he's worth the risk of going under, Why not make it a game?
Ooh, that's sick.
Convince each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Looking forward to see what Neil does for the designs. Let's see.
Apollo!
Pretty sick.
Hephaestus!
Let's go!
Aphrodite!
Yeah, let's go!
Hera! Or me? What do you say?
Great. Very well.
All right.
Bring it.
That was beautiful. I think with the good intro, it's very dynamic. The Athena design looks pretty darn sick. Then, of course, we got Apollo, who looks like he plays Genshin Impact, I'm not gonna lie. Then Hephaestus, my boy, look at that design. I love the fact that he looks like he's a pot, like he's made out of clay. I know in, like, Greek mythology, Hephaestus was cast out because he had deformities. Like, sometimes it's like an injured leg. I wonder if the cracked head is supposed to, like, represent that also. And then Aphrodite, it makes sense, I guess. Yeah, scary. And then Ares, dude, this is such a sick design. I was expecting more of the traditional gladiator look, but this is pretty darn sick. And then Hera, who immediately gets pushed out of the way because Zeus doesn't give two about Hera. It's spectacular. He pushes to the side. That's spectacular. I love that.
Bring it.
Apollo! You all know I'm a fan of catchy songs. So with so many sirens gone, I
Ooh,
think
that's sick.
Cody's in the wrong.
They were trying to do him worse. All
Yo,
he
an
did
actual
was
fight? That's
reimburse
kind
them.
of sick.
Now they'll tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse.
Ooh, that's pretty sick.
Hephaestus!
Trust is not given, is forced.
That's just mech.
Given my support.
Fair enough.
Sacrificed his own cohort.
Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
Fine, release him.
Ooh, that's a sick transition, obviously.
Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die of a broken heart.
He was busy fighting.
More like busy spider.
Cover your eyes. Actually, never mind. That's sick. Ooh.
Wait,
Ooh.
please reconsider this.
I'm gonna pause there just because there's a lot going on, and God Games is very fast paced. The fact these are actually like boss fights is kind of sick. They're not just like arguments, the boss fights, which isn't canon, I know, but it's pretty sick nonetheless. I love the use of actual music vibes here. Like we got the single and the double, and back to a single kind of thing on the music sheet vibe. It's pretty great, and of course, arrows because I feel like every person who plays a harp in games has a bow at some point. And then Mechfestus, dude, I need to see something real quick. I'm pretty sure when he slams his hammer down here, it's either in time with music or Neil added like an extra reverb sound effect here, dude. I gotta see.
Hephaestus!
That's gotta, yeah. I do not remember that being in the song. So either they added that or it's just emphasized by this beautiful design. Also gonna go frame by frame to see something real quick design wise about Festus, dude. Does he have this fake leg? I need to see if they include that because that's one thing that I love to look for. So let's see. Can't see it here. Okay. Maybe not. It's still cool that his designs like a cracked pot. It's sick. And then he gives her a shield, which is definitely not going to come into use ever, never. And then of course the transition between the shield, a good read and wipe kind of a thing. And starting off in the mirrors a spectacular way, and then doing a dolly out. Scary. It's interesting though that like Aphrodite is putting up one heck of a fight. I mean, Aphrodite almost won here. Like, if it wasn't for a quick thought, dude, Athena would have lost.
Please reconsider this.
Really, Athena? These old tricks?
Ooh.
Ares!
Hey,
What kind of sick?
wait a second. Wait a second.
He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her. Hides inside a wooden horse to get the job done. Never handles things up front, pathetic and weak like his son.
Hold your time now. Here's signs, my friend, and tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more bloodshed, then set him free to get back to his homestead. He'll make everybody bleed.
Release him.
Hey, baby. So many heroes, so many tales. Give me one good reason why you
Ooh.
should prevail. He's got the mind of a genius, right, Hotter? He's pretty skilled with words.
Yo, sick.
Kind of funny. Never once has he cheated on his wife. Release him.
No. That was so sick.
I
Oh
played
my
your
gosh.
game and won. Release him.
That was insane, dude. Okay, first a couple things, couple things. Is that supposed to be a Concert Dawn reference, dude? Like, look at this. You can't tell me this does not look like the Elden Ring DLC boss at all. If it's not, then that's one heck of a coincidence. An epic fight sequence. And hair, dude. Hair is crazy. Having the peacock feathers become women is beautiful. I guess hands in this case. But it's supposed to look like peacock feathers. That's so good, man. That's so good. And then this final section, dude, is so good. Like having them all stand behind. Like, no, she didn't just win this. He has all these Olympians standing behind her, backing her up. That's so cool. And then this shot, dude, matching the hair of Athena to the hair of Zeus is so good. Oh my gosh, dude. I love that.
You dare to defy me, to make me feel shame. No one beats me. No one wins my game.
Ooh.
Bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment.
Yo, what the? That's crazy. That's insane. Ooh, that's kind of. Ooh, this is interesting. So, knowing the canon animatic, right? It feels like a big emotional moment. It feels a fight. That's interesting. Ooh, 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 and the final strike, instead of being a strike, is like a strike to the heart. Emotionally, is beautiful. Ooh, no, I don't having Zeus hold Athena. That's great. Oh, that's a good end. Ooh, 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 zoom in. He does. Look at that leg. That's definitely a prosthetic leg if I've ever seen one. Look at all the reactions. Look at Hera. Oh my God, that's crazy, man. And then of course the flashes to her memories of Odysseus as a child, Odysseus with the dog, and then I think Telemachus, right? Also, that's kind of a funny coincidence if it's that, because I guess spoiler warning for the Ithaca saga. Athena has a scar like that in the canon animatic, so that's a funny coincidence. And then this big, the big emotional moment is actually a boss fight is pretty sick. Dude, having Ares like cry out Athena's name, spectacular. Dude, oh, it's so cool. Wasn't expecting it, but it's beautiful. Okay, okay, okay. It's time. Legendary, dude. Legendary is easily above Luck Runs Out. Dude, it's so good. It's a very Disney princess kind of a song. I know it kind of feels weird saying that, but it does feel like a Disney princess song. Little Wolf. Honestly, I would put Little Wolf above it, but that ending always kind of just makes me like, eh. So I gotta put it below Luck Runs Out. But I can't put it in A because it has the beautiful vocals of Aaron Alexander. We'll be fine. Good. It's short. It's short and it's kind of just yapping. So that's why I'm gonna put it in B. But it's still pretty damn good. Love in Paradise, easily, dude, easily the top of S right now, dude. It's so good. I love Wang Ji's vocals, dude. It's so good. It has so many just beautiful parts to it. It doesn't feel too like crowded. Unlike God Game, which has too much stuff going on and it feels super crowded. It's still definitely A plus, dude. I can't put anything below that. It's so good. It's so climactic. It's so spectacular. I can't put any higher than that. I think this one just suffers from having too much going on in too short of a time. But yeah, that's my tier list. Wow. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, do all the stuff. Again, please leave suggestions for the Vengeance Saga below. And I'll see you in the next one. Good luck, Godspeed, and good night.